Hey everyone, and welcome to Isms by Josie. Today I've got something special for you guys. I am doing a Kinder Easter collab with 7 other brilliant content creators here on YouTube. For my returning subscribers, thank you so much for tuning in, and for my new viewers, please consider subscribing, share, hit that like button, leave a comment below, and click on that notification bell for future videos. With the holiday coming up, I thought it would be really great to do a surprise collab for you guys. So I got in touch with my OGs, original, not original followers. Some have just been watching since I've started my channel, and we have developed the best relationships, and some that are new. Um, that has just blossomed into something special. And as you know, I definitely cherish my YouTube family. I spend so much time conversing and watching their content that it's like we kind of bounce off of each other inspiration. And so what better way to represent that camaraderie by getting together and doing an Easter collab. So for our theme, we are doing an Easter theme with a surprise in it. And one of the things that came up are these Kinder eggs that were at once banned in the United States. But the point is, it's an egg that has a toy surprise inside. So our themes are going to be, our theme of Easter with our little hint of surprise in there. So I'm going to be a little more literal with this, but I'm going to add a lot of crafty dynamics to it because that's just who I am. So I'm going to be I just did the underside of my nail tips to make it look like a magical eggshell. And now I'm doing the tops that I'm going to cover in this like pastel green. And I'm gonna matte finish all of these, you guys. So I am gonna do an Easter design, but I am gonna also represent these 7 other ladies that have definitely made, as they say, footprints in my life that I think I would love to share. And of course, that is not limited to all the other content creators as well as viewers that I have been conversing with for, some of them since I started my channel, and I greatly appreciate those relationships. It's very funny how, in this new day of age, I grew up in the 80s, which I don't think is that old, but that was a different time where internet wasn't like this thing. So meeting friends organically and speaking to them and seeing them every day was a normal thing. And I think even now, I think internet-based relationships is accepted, but is still a little, estranged from, I guess, people that are obviously not accustomed to internet. So, but I value any outlet and opportunity of where you meet fabulous people and gain these friendships. So I'll tell you right now, like, as you know, in my channel, I'm a shut-in. Like, I don't really go out. I work from home, and I do go out for basics like, gym life and grocery life. And if I do something on a rare occasion, stressed rare occasion, I will go out. But otherwise, I maintain a very tight-knit circle of friends that I've had since I was a little kid. And we converse on the phone, and it's great because we've hung out a million times over in the past. We're always there for major events, but we kind of have this relationship where we're constants on the phone, but we have an understanding, life just evolves, and it just limits you from hanging out and doing things. So we'll do things on occasion. It's just not a big thing. So in saying that, my YouTube family life is more present and much busier than my tight circle of friends. which is always a blessing because it's good to have your core people that you can always, go back to, that know you. But then it's also exhilarating to make these friendships that are international, by the way, that will learn to get to know you and understand your process of YouTubing, because it is a different animal, and your core friends that don't do YouTube and is more like a viewer don't really understand the mechanics that go along with it. So click that like button, let me know if you agree with me. I know this was like a long ramble, but I'm trying to explain the value that I have found and created on my channel, and I try to find the best ways to represent that, whether I support your channel and watch all your videos, whether I communicate with you here on YouTube or communicate on other social medias, offline, DM, whatever you want to call it. I'm not down with the terminology, but yeah, it really means a lot to me, and I've said that to people, especially these content creators today, and that I'm going to be representing today. And I just want to make sure that you all have this clear understanding for like the third time maybe in this video alone, that I greatly appreciate all your friendships and support. So, after all that babble, I am just writing down our theme. We're doing a Kinder Easter collab, and I'm using like 3 nails to write this down. I wanted it to be big and bold, so there is no question what we're doing. If the pastel colors weren't already telling you something springy, something Eastery. So this is a bit chunk of a video for today, but like again, I'm making this crafty, you guys. I mean, I'm kind of stoked about it because I think I've had this idea in my head and I didn't know exactly how I was going to execute it. So hopefully it works out, and hopefully you guys like it. And I think personally it's going to end up becoming a 2-in-1, if you could think of it that way. But right now, these nails that I'm decorating are going to be the tops of my actual extensions that I'm going to have on my hands. Ooh, so what does that mean? I don't know. We'll find out further down the video. But yeah, so I'm going to just wrap this up, and then we're going to move on to the next part of putting the nails or decorating the nails on my actual hands. I just wanted to say, for this nail here, I wanted to do drop an egg, and I'm like, wow, I prefer coffin shaped tips because I just like the shape, but it doesn't really leave that much room to do decorating. So I think I'm gonna, in the future, have to get square tips, even though I really don't like square tips. I just find them very chunky. But I'm trying to fit an egg on here, you guys, so I'm trying to like make sure that I get the ideas of an egg on here. We've got the tip shape of the top of the egg, and then I want to make the bulbous part at the bottom. So figuring out how to do this on a narrow nail was a little challenging, and I thought that I would just nix it, but no, I'm going to stick to it. There's 2 images that I want to put on the remaining nails, and I'm realizing as I'm doing this that I don't have that much room on these nails to do that. But screw it. So I am just putting a white base for Madam Glam, which was the Riverwalk, and then I've got this Under Pressure, this holographic glitter from Madam Glam that I absolutely love, and I am going to put that on top of the Riverwalk. And then I'm going to matte coat this. You would think that it would diminish the whole hollow part, but it really doesn't. That's exactly what we did on the underside of these tips, and it does give it that really nice eggshell look with that little hint of magical madness with that hollow glitter. So I'm into carving charms all the time. I'm just going to carve up a bunny butt. This is probably going to be the most favorite part of my set today, you guys. Click the like button if you agree. But right now I am trying to sculpt up the butt of a bunny, and I honestly wasn't confident in doing this, but I just went for it, and sometimes that's what you just have to do. So now that I have formed that, and don't mind the noise, Dexter's just like running amok. He might be jealous that I just said I like bunny butts because he knows that I like his butt as well. But I'm just gonna take some of this gel polish, and I'll list all the stuff I'm using in the links, the description box below. But I'm just going to color this up here, and of course the past few videos you've seen me use my flocking powder, and because I have almost every color in flocking powder now, and I'll also leave a link for that in the description box below, I happen to have gray flocking powder. So after I put this gray on here, I'm going to go grab my flocking powder here, and I have to chop it up a little bit because it does tend to settle, and then I'm just gonna like pour this and pat it down on top of my bunny butt shape, trying to get into all those crevices, pushing them down into the crevice. Make sure that that gel polish soaks up all the possible fibers of this flocking powder, and then I'm going to give this a cure, and then brush off the excess. I left the tail open because I'm going to make this a literal cottontail. So I am just going to mat the nail first, just make sure I get that nice finish before I finish off this nail. And then after I do that, I'm going to grab an actual cotton ball, and I'm going just to take a little piece from it that I'm going to use later. I'm going to use my rhinestone glue, wrap this around the cottontail, or the tail, and then take the cotton and wrap it around there. I did trim it a bit. It doesn't have to be anything like perfect because it is a cottontail. But here I have my nail extension tips on my actual hands now, and I'm just going to move on to the next steps here. So I'm thinking of this theme. I definitely wanted a pastel green and a pastel purple, so I did combine some polishes to make this color, because I don't really have a color that's light enough. But I used Picture Perfect from Gelish and then Riverwalk from Madame Glam, and I mixed those two together to make this purple. And I did put 2 coats on this, and I didn't mention it before, but I've been doing 2 coats on everything that I've been doing except for the lettering. And then I'll just continue this, and we'll move on to the next portion of the design, which is featuring the 7 other content creators that I am doing this Kinder Easter collab with, and we've pretty much gone international too. We have people from around the country doing this collab, so I'm really excited about it. But of course, so I'm just gonna put down my channel name because each nail is gonna be paired up with content creators that are doing the collab, and I'm going to explain when they'll be showing their videos as well. So of course, this is my name, IsmsByJBM. Please share, like, and subscribe for future videos. And I am from New Jersey, United States, born and raised. I do architecture full-time and YouTube part-time. And of course my video is on today. So this next channel that I'm writing down here is Una Nail Video, and she is from Japan. And she is so super brilliant at rhinestone placement, decal placement. I just love, I can't even find the word, but she has the combinations of stuff on her nails is just so amazing, and she's gonna be putting up her video Monday. This next person is like almost like seriously a literal OG, Anissa Green. we met each other on YouTube when I was like probably not even 100. I could be wrong, but she's from the USA, and she is really good. She's a young content creator, and she's really good with her nails. She's more on the educational side. She shows and explains how she does her acrylic applications, which is going to come in handy for me someday when I do my acrylic attempt, hopefully. But I did just write down G's nail spot. She's from the UK. She is super brilliant. She is not like the traditional style nails, you know, or at least, I don't know, stylist. She has her own take on doing things. It's edgy and I love it. It's so great, and she's putting out her video on Wednesday. And I just did the Nail Genie SC, and most of my viewers already know her, but if you don't know, she's from the US and I love her. She's like both style and education, and a super genuine nice person. She is very lovely to watch. So and her video is coming out Thursday. The person that I just wrote before is Daisy Nails, Nail Tutorials and More. She's a young content creator, very brilliant. She does more lacquer work, and she's putting her video out this Friday. Go check her out. She has so much potential, and I'm sure that she's going to grow into something big. Then the next name is Nails by Lena C, and I'm sure all of you know her too, but she is probably my spirit animal, maybe. I don't know, like my partner in crime, what do you call it? I don't know. I just love her vibe. I love her style. Her style is like more me. I don't know why my videos I put out are like, I don't know, mulled out or something, but I love her style. Her style is like edgy, like G's nail spots, but it's like a different edge. And her video is coming out Saturday, so go check her out as well. And then of course, last but not least, that I just did, and now that I'm doing my bunny, because I talk so much. I love these ladies so much, and I can talk about them for hours on end, and you'll never know what the heck I'm doing with my own nails. But it's Conjure Up Nails. She's from the UK. Oh, Nails by Lena C and Daisy Nails are also from the United States. But Conjure Up Nails is from the UK, and she's just divine. Like, I mean, if she were only closer, is all I can say. She's very fun, and I love her work, and she's very sassy, and and I need that, you know. I just feel like one of those people that you can just gab all day and have like an awesome time. But I'm sure you guys know her, and you have to check her out. She does videos with her son sometimes, and I think it's super hilarious. But her video is coming out Easter. So you guys, we have from this Sunday till next, we're gonna be entertaining you like no tomorrow. So definitely subscribe to all these channels. I will leave a link for their channels in the description box below. Click on that subscription box or button, let them know that I sent you, and then click on that notification bell so that you don't miss their posts. We're again posting every day this week: Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Easter. And so hopefully you get to see like how close we are as a YouTube family, but how different we are and what we can bring to the table. So of course I'm throwing all the stops. I've got some stamping here. We're doing some Born Pretty. I've got my BPL011, and I'm gonna use Born Pretty stamping polish. I like this plate. I hardly get to use it, but you know what? When I got it, it was like bent. So I was having a hard time scraping. Well, I'm just gonna grab these grass blades here because I drew up my buddy to make it look like it's hanging over this patch of grass, and I just think it's super cute. Like I definitely had some ideas for this theme, and I didn't realize how cute it was gonna be, and I have this thing where if it's too cute I just can't, so don't mind me, I'm having moments here. But yeah, we're also top coating, matte top coating the purple nails as well. I want this to keep with the eggshell kind of finish, so that it's kind of, oh no, I lost my words. So that it's similar to the whole, you know, egg theme that I've got going on here. So what is the surprise? Well, here I got some hinges. The mind of Josie, I just don't get it sometimes, but sometimes I do. And I thought how fun and cool it would be if my Kinder surprise would be actually hiding my secret, which is no longer a secret. It's 7 fabulous women trying to do their thing on video and share it to the world. And I'm gonna do one nail because I didn't realize that my tap light is just taking over the scene. I definitely should have checked where I put this because it's blurring out everything behind it. But I am rhinestone gluing the hinge to the underside of my extension on my hand, and I'm using my wax pencil to stick that in place. And then I realized I didn't even turn the sucker on. But yeah, after turning it on, I'm just gonna hold this in place till it's all nice and cured. And this is one side of the hinge. And this is gonna come really quick. I know this is a long video, but the actual part that I wanted to show is all blurry. So comment below if you want me to show you how to do this in one of my rerun workshops. If you don't know that episode, it's where I show how to do anything, really. I mean, at least from what I know. So leave a comment below if you'd like to see that. But yeah, so after that's cured, I'm then gonna do the same thing to this other nail that is gonna cover my actual extension. And I'm just sizing it up, making sure where it needs to go. Because once this is cured, it is cured, and there's just no way of fixing it unless you know, take off the whole thing, which might be a pain and be messy. So I'm just going to take some nail form backing, and I'm going to slip this between the hinge and my nail so that I don't put any of this rhinestone glue on the underside of that nail form backing there. And then I'm going to attach my tip, hold that in place, and it's on a nail form backing now, so it's slipping everywhere. So you just need to make sure that you secure that on there and give it a cure. And this is how much it pretty much was for each nail. Very meticulous, very time consuming. So it's probably a good thing that I can't show you all 5 nails, because this Gelish LED gooseneck tap light is just taking up the whole frame. But yeah, after I do the whole set, I did stick my hand in under a lamp for a full 60 seconds just to make sure that everything was nice and cured. And before I show you everything, I'm just going to take my Nourish Cuticle Oil by Gelish, and I'm just going to rub this into each finger. And y'all know what's next. We're going to show you the end result. So here you have it, you guys, the end result, kicking off my Kinder Easter Collab with 7 other ladies. Go check them out. We're starting from this Sunday all through Easter. And I'm just going to show you my secret. We have Una Nail Video posting her video Monday. Go check her out. We have Anissa Green Tuesday. G Nail Spot on Wednesday. And we have the Nail Genie SC on Thursday. Daisy Nails, Nail Tutorials, and more on Friday. Nails by Lena C on Saturday, and Conjure Up Nails on Easter. And this is my little bunny. Please watch me. So guys, go ahead and click that subscribe notification bell on my channel as well as all of these content creators channels. You will not be disappointed. I trust these ladies and their styles, and it's just going to be one amazing week to see what we all put out. So I want to thank you guys for watching me tonight. I really appreciate it. We hit 600 this weekend, and I am so grateful and amazed. I am going to be doing my live as promised, so check that out. It's going to be possibly next week. I'll let you know when I'm going to be doing it, but it's going to be the giveaway. And I wanted to thank the content creators that have joined me in this collab. I am just so stoked. It's amazing how much you can do when you're thousands and thousands of miles apart, that we can all come together and do this really fun event for everyone. So I really appreciate that. But this is Isms by Josie. Please share, like, and subscribe for future videos. And join me again later this week. I am doing my rerun workshop on Thursday. But yeah, most definitely, please check these other ladies out. You're not going to want to miss it. Thanks. Bye.